So I'm watching. So you went from, in your career, Torry, you had the legend Dick Vermeil, and then you went to a Mike Martz.
Yeah.
Right? Now, so you go from Mr. Experience, college pro, to the kid Mike Martz. So here is Baker Mayfield goes from Hugh Jackson to Freddie Kitchens.
Yeah.
So, I mean, somewhat learning on the job. So I want you to go back. What is Baker dealing with having a coach who's smart but has never done this before?
Well, they're both learning at the same time. This is Freddie Kitchens. A lot of situations that he's not been in.
That's
before.
right.
So he's learning. They're all learning for the first time, and they both have this chip on their shoulder, this attitude, this bravado, which is great.
You like that?
I think it's good. You have to have that to play.
Yeah.
But there's also times too, as a head coach, particularly as a head coach, you have to be aware of everything what's going on, and you have to bring calm to the situations, but also ignite and excite your guys to go out and do their job.
It's a hard job.
It is. It's a hard job to manage, and he's calling plays.
That's a ton.
So it's a lot that happens during that time. For instance, like Coach Vermeil, when he was the head coach the year that we won the Super Bowl, he was the head coach, and we had an offensive coordinator, Mike Martz, we had a defensive coordinator, we had a special teams coach, Frank Gans, and those guys. So he could watch over everyone, but also give his expertise about what he was seeing in the game. He would go sit in meeting rooms and all of the special teams, offense, defense, meeting rooms.
And by the way, Martz is a little like Freddie Kitchens. He had some emotion.
Oh, no question. But Coach was really good at what he did. I mean, he was, and I'm not saying Freddie Kitchens is not, but Coach Martz was very good at offense, and he was really good at getting the best out of guys. An overall head coach, he had to learn those things. I think each year he got better at that. The first year, obviously, coming and being an offensive coordinator, you're focused on your offense, and that's what you get locked into.
Right.
Whereas at head coach, you have to look at everyone. You have to manage everyone. You have to make sure that everyone is doing their job and holding everyone accountable. And that was the difference with Coach Vermeil. He had an opportunity to do that, and he did it really, really well.
Torry Holt joining us, a Super Bowl champ, 7-time Pro Bowler. When I watch Odell Beckham Jr., there does appear to be a game plan. Get him worked up, get physical, get in his face. You, like Odell, were a different level athlete. You just literally popped on television. What do you like about Odell, and does it bother you that sometimes you can get in his head if you're physical?
Well, he's that everyone is physical. You wouldn't be playing in the National Football League if you didn't have a level of physicality.
Right.
I think he's out to continue to prove that he's tough. We know you're tough. Right. Guys want to try to get into your head to take you away from what he does really best, and that's get open and catch the ball. He does that better than anyone. One of the best guys that does that in the National Football League, period. Odell Beckham can get open. Not only can he get open, he can catch it, and then he has run after the catch. That's what he needs to be focusing more on. That's what Freddie Kitchens and that staff needs to be focusing more on.
Get him the ball early and let him go.
Get him the ball. You can get it to him early in slants. You can get him to him on comebacks. You can get it to him on double moves. Odell can run routes. So I want to continue to see him run, continuing to see them put more offense in there where he's able to get open. And showcase what he really can do. In terms of the back and forth with players, guys are going to continue to try him. As long as it's working, they're going to keep doing it. And I get it that he has to prove a point that he's a tough dude, but there's more important things, Odell, that you need to be doing, that your team needs from you, than to just be trying to be tough guy, to show someone that you're a tough guy.
Did guys get in your face? Ever try to do that?
Happened.
What did you do?
I went out and bombed on their ass is what I did. Excuse my language. I went out and played football. I played football at a very high level, so that for 4 quarters. So that, for me, did the talking for me. And that was in times where I engaged and said some things. But for me, it was more about going out and letting my play do the talking for me.
Listen, you're a receiver. You want to throw the ball. Yesterday, the Rams made Jared Goff throw 60.
Too many times. Too much, Colin.
I mean, to me, when I look at that, Torry, that's 2 games.
Too much.
I like Goff.
Me too.
But I almost kind of chalk it up to, well, yeah, of course he had turnovers. That's 68 throws. Yeah. Is there a Super Bowl hangover the Rams?
I don't think so.
Well, what's the issue, dude?
I just think they have to continue to, for one, and it's the elephant in the room. Yeah. 28 rushing yards. They were when they were playing elite football, particularly offensively, or running the football, they were throwing the football. There was total balance with this football club.
Yeah.
They don't have that now. Jared Goff threw the ball 68 times. He's coming off a record deal in regards to a new contract.
Right.
Get it? We know he can throw the ball. But in the situation and how they are, there's other guys, too, on that offense that they can continue to, in my opinion, to get to more. I would like to continue to see more from the tight ends. I would like to see Devin Henderson, the kid that they drafted third round out of Memphis.
Yeah, I keep waiting for that, too.
Yeah, I think he would be a tremendous addition to the offense, giving them a different tempo coming out of the backfield.
Yeah.
And he's good on screens.
Yeah.
You remember when we watched the Rams last year against Kansas City, and we saw all those empty sets with Gurley and they was throwing it to him. Henderson can do some of those same things. And if you're not going to do it with Gurley, and that's a big part of their offense.
Oh, that was a huge part.
Then let Henderson try some of those things. So McVay's gonna have to continue to work outside of some of the things that he's comfortable with doing, I think. And one of the things, I was here in the summer covering the team, and I said to a couple of guys, and didn't say it public, but I said, you think y'all would be up to like going more 4 wide receivers, 5 wide receivers? Just kind of, they're like, nah, we're 11 personnel. This is what we do.
Now, to explain to the audience what 11 personnel.
11 personnel is 3 wide receivers, and a tight end, and a tailback.
And that's what a lot of teams in the NFL.
That's what a lot of teams in the NFL run. But the Rams, and I'm not telling Coach what to do because what he's done has worked. And they put up 40 points yesterday, by the way, too. By the way,
bang on Goff, they put up 40.
But they have personnel where they can go 4 or 5 wide receivers. They can go more empty set. They got a young kid in the Henderson guy. There's more to this offense that they can do. It's Coach finding a way to continue to tap into that.
In my life, great defenses have generally had 3 or 4. Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, Saragusa, McAllister. New England doesn't have any star power, and you can't move the ball on them. So when you look at their defense, now I do like their corners.
Yes.
I think McCourty and Gilmore are excellent.
Yeah, Gilmore has been elite for a long time.
But, I mean, is it –
McCourty's good, too.
Yeah.
Good leader as well.
What do you make of New England's defense? I mean, where's the star power? Where's the star power?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't it?
The star power is in the results.
The culture.
The culture, the results, they're first in every statistical category that comes along with defense. Their special teams were special yesterday. And you have to, I go back to when we won the Super Bowl in 34 and when we were winning divisional championships and we played in Super Bowl 36, we were good in all facets. Our defense was good, our offense was good, our special teams were good, and we all relied on one another. And at some point during games, when the offense is not going, the defense has to step up.
Did even your greatest show on turf, did you have a bad Sunday?
Yeah, we had some days where we were not executing the way we were, but Tony Horn would get a return for a touchdown, or Isaac Keene would get a great return to spark the offense. So special teams matters, and you saw that yesterday with New England and how they were able to win that game. And offensively, you're saying to yourself is, if we can get it together, we can continue to get it together, be better offensively, be more efficient, score touchdowns, along with this defense and the special teams that we have.
Yeah.
Who's not to say these guys couldn't be right back in another Super Bowl?
Torry, you like all these young quarterbacks? All these guys?
I love it. I think it's great for the game.
So do I.
I think it's great for the game.
And by the way, this next quarterback class, they say there's 4 guys that'll play. So, this is going to be one of the stronger quarterback classes.
I think, and guys like Gardner Minshew, look at what the things that he's doing in the pocket, how he's taking advantage of his opportunity.
Daniel Jones is way better athlete than people thought. Daniel can run.
Daniel Jones? And, I live in North Carolina, so I saw Daniel Jones for all those years he was there at Duke, and each year he got better and better and better. Shouts out to Coach David Cutcliffe and the job that he does with the program down at Duke and developing guys, developing quarterbacks, developing men. And you see that in Daniel Jones. He's a mature guy.
By the way, you're legendary. You have an injury to your finger, and you're one of the greatest of all time. It is
all hands, yo.
It is kind of different. We got 20 seconds here.
Hashtag all hands. You can catch me on Instagram and Twitter.
All hands.
All hands. I love guys that catch the ball with their hands. Everett had a catch yesterday.
Gerald Everett.
Tough, tight window throw by Goff, too, by the way. All hands grab. So when I see those, I like to retweet or Instagram out all hands. Big shouts out to the guys that uses their hands to catch the ball.
I'd love to have you on again. You're always welcome here.
Absolutely.
Torry Holt, an all-timer. Go to YouTube. Look up his highlights, an all-timer. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.